Shakespeare on the lawn would be greatly appreciated.
On a final note, when Shakespeare wrote this play, it was very much in style to make fun of certain religions and races. The cast and crew do not endorse these views. However, we hope that by bringing them up, we'll encourage you to think more deeply about race, religion, gender, and sexuality. Without further ado, Shakespeare on the Lawn presents The Merchant of Venice.
I know not why you're so sad. It wearies me. You say it wearies you. How I caught it, found it, came by it, what stuff 'tis made of, where it is born. I am to learn. Such a one with sadness makes of me that I have much ado to know myself.
Your mind is tossing on the ocean. There where your argosies with port they sail like senors and rich merchants on the flood, or as it were the pageants of the sea, to overpeer the petty traffickers. Courtesy to them. Do them reverence as they fly by them with their woven wings. Believe me, sir, had I such a venture forth, the better part of my affection would be with my hopes abroad. I should be still plucking the grass nowhere since the wind, peering in maps for ports and piers and roads, and every object that might make me fear misfortune to my ventures. I doubt that would make me sad. My wind cooling my broth would blow me to an ague. What harm a winter rain at sea might do? I should not see to send the hourglass from me. But I should think of shallows, the flats, and see my wealthy Andrew docked in sand, veiling her eyes and rose, kissing her. Oh, should I go to church and see the holy evidence of stone, and not predict me straight of dangerous rocks, which, touching but my gentle vessel's side, would scatter her spices on the stream, and robe the roaring waters with my silks, and in a word, but even now with this, now, shall I have the thought to think on this? And shall I lack the thought that such a thing perchance would make me sad? But not me. I know Antonio is sad. upon his merchandise?
Believe me, no. I thank my fortune for it. My ventures are not in one bottom trusted, nor is my whole estate upon the fortune of this present year. Therefore, my merchandise makes me not sad.
Why? You are in love.
Oh, fie.
Not in love neither. Then let us say you are sad, because you are not married. Where it is easy for you to laugh and leap and say you are married, because you are not sad. By two-headed Giannis, nature hath bred strange fellows in her time. Some that will evermore peep into their eyes and laugh like parrots at the bagpiper, and others of such a vinegar aspect that they will not show their teeth in way of smile. I must swear that this be laughing.
Here comes your kinsman, the son, Quartano and Lorenzo. Very well. I believe you know with better company.
I would have stayed till I had made you married. Worthy of principle.
Your worth is very dear in my regard. I take it. Your own business calls on you, and you embrace the occasion to depart.
Ah! Good morrow, my good lords!
Good signors both. When should we laugh? Say when. You grow exceeding strange. Must it be
I
so?
will take our pleasures to attend on yours.
My lord Bassanio, since you have found Antonio, we too will leave you. At dinner time, I pray you. Have in mind where we must meet.
I will not fail you.
You look not well, Signor Antonio. You have too much respect upon the world. They lose it that do buy it with much care. Believe me, you are marvelously paid.
I hold the world to that over us, the stage where every man must play his parts, and mine is that.
Let me play the fool. With mirth and laughter let all the wrinkles come, and let my liver rather heat with wine, my heart cool with mortifying groans. Why should a man, whose blood is warm within him, sit like his grandsire, cut in alabaster, sleep when he wakes, and creep to the jaundice by being peevish? I tell thee what, Antonio, I love thee, and it is my love that speaks. There are a kind of men whose visages do cream and mantle like a standing palm, and to a willful stillness entertain, with purpose to be dressed in an opinion of wisdom, gratitude, profound conceit, as you should say. I am Sir Oracle, and when I open my lips, let no dog bark. Oh, Antonio, I do know of things that therefore only are reputed wise for saying nothing. I am very sure would almost damn those ears, which hearing them would call their brothers fools. But fish not with this melancholy bait. This fool gotcha, this opinion. I'll tell you more this another time. Everything well? Come with Lorenzo. I'll finish my exhortation after dinner.
We too will leave you then till dinner time. Must be one of these same dumb wise men. Gratiano never lets me speak.
Well, since it will be but 2 years more, thou shalt not know the sound of thine own tongue.
Farewell. I'll grow a talker for this year.
Thanks in faith, for silence is only commendable, and leaves tongue dry, that it may not bendable.
Is that anything?
Gratiano speaks an infinite deal of nothing, more than any man in all Venice. His reasons are as 2 grains of wheat hid in 2 bushels of chaff. You shall seek all day ere you find them, and when you have them, they're not worth the search.
Well, tell me now, what lady is the same to whom you swore secret pilgrimage that you today promised to tell me?
It is not unknown to you, Antonio, how much I have disabled my estate by something showing a more swelling port than my faint means would grant continuance. Nor do I now make known to be abridged from such a noble rate. But my chief care is to come fairly off from the great debts, where in my time something too prodigal hath left me gauged. To you I boast, in money and in love, and from your love I have a warranty to unburden all my plots and purposes, how to get clear of all the debts I have.
I pray you, good Bassanio, let me know it. And if it stands, you yourself still do. Within the eye of honor, be assured. My person, my extremest means, I all belong to your king.
In my school days, when I had lost one shaft, I shot his fellow with the self-same flight, the self-same way, with more advised watch to find the other fourth. And by adventuring both, I oft found both. I urge this childhood proof, because what follows is pure innocence. I owe you much, and like a willful youth. That which I owe is lost. But if it please you, shoot another arrow, that self-way which you did shoot the first. I do not doubt as I will watch the aim, or to find both, or bring your latter hazard back again, and thankfully rest ever for the first.
You know me well. You hear me spend your time to wind about my love with circumstance. Now doubt you do me now more wrong in making question of my uttermost than if you had made waste of all I have. Then do but save me where I should do that, and your knowledge made by me be done, and I impress them. Therefore speak.
In Belmont is a lady richly left. And she is fair, and fairer than that word, of wondrous virtues. Sometimes from her eyes I did receive fair, speechless messages. Her name is Portia, nothing undervalued, to Cato's daughter, Brutus's Portia. Nor is the wide world ignorant of her worth, for the four winds blowing from every coast renowned suitors, and her sunny locks hang on her temples like a golden fleece, which makes her seat of Belmont culture strand, and many Jasons come in quest of her. Oh, my Antonio, had I but the means to hold a rival place with one of them, I have a line presages me such thrift that I should question this be fortunate.
Thou knowest that all my fortunes are at sea. And neither have I money nor commodity to raise a present sum. Therefore go. Try with my credit can in Venice, that shall be racked even to the uttermost, to furnish me to Belmont, to fair Portia. Go, presently inquire, and so will I. Where money is, and I no question make, and have it of my trust for my sake.
When my strong nurse and my little body is weary of this great world.
You would, you speak madam, if your miseries were in the same abundance as your good fortunes are. Yet for us I see they are sick that serve with too much, as they that starve with nothing. There is no need happiness, therefore, if you see to the need. Superfluous to have dinner by white hairs, and competence even longer.
Good sentences and well pronounced.
It would be better if all.
If to do were as easy as to know what we're to do. Chapels had the churches, and poor men's cottages, princes' palaces. It is a good divine that can follow his own instructions. I may easier teach 20 what were good to be done than be one of the 20 to follow my own teaching. The brain lies lost in the blood, but a hot temper leaps over a cold decree. Such a hair is that as the youth to leap over the meshes of good counsel and fribble. But this reasoning is not in the fashion to choose me a husband. Oh, or choose. I would neither choose whom I would, nor refuse whom I dislike. Such is the will of the living daughter turned by the will of the dead father. Isn't it hard nurse that I cannot choose one nor refuse none?
Your father has the virtues, and holy men at their death have good inspirations. Therefore the lottery that he hath devised in these prechests of gold, silver, and lead, whereof who chooses his meaning chooses you, will no doubt never be chosen by anybody but one who shall rightly love. But what worth is there in your affections for any of these princely suitors that are all together?
Pray thee, overname them. And as thou namest them, I will describe them, and according to my description, level in my affection.
First there is the Neapolitan prince.
That's a cult indeed, for I did nothing but talk of his horse. He makes a good appropriation to his own good purse that he can shoot in himself, and which appeared like a good with also a smith.
Then there is the County Palatine.
He does nothing but frown. As who should say, if you will not have me, choose. He hears merry tales and smiles not. I fear he will prove the weakened philosopher when he grows old. He is so full of unmannerly sadness in his youth. I had rather be married to a death's head with a bone in his mouth than to either of these. Not to me from these two.
And what think you about the French lord, Monsieur Le
God made him, and therefore let him pass for a man. In truth, I know it is a sin to be a mocker, but why he hath a horse better than the Neapolitan, a better bad habit of frowning than the County Palatine. He is every man in no man. If a throstle sinks, he falls straight at Hebrew. He fits with his own shadow. I should marry him, I should marry 20 husbands. If you despise me or forget him, or if you love me to madness, I shall never fight with you.
What think you of Bridge, young Baron of England?
You know I say nothing to him, for he understands not me, nor I him. And neither Latin, French, nor Italian, and you will come into the court and swear I have a poor penny's worth in England. Broadway man's picture of the last. Who can converse with a dumb show? Oddly, he submitted. I think he bought his doublet in Italy, his round hose in France, his bonnet in Germany, and his behavior everywhere.
What did your established lord, his neighbor?
That he had the neighborly charity in him, for he borrowed a box of beer of the Englishman and swore he would pay it again when he was able. And the Frenchman became his surety and sealed under for another.
And, how might you the young German, the Duke of Saxony's nephew?
Very vilely in the morning when he is sober, and most vilely in the afternoon when he is drunk. When he is best, he is little worse than a man. When he is worst, he is little better than a beast. And the worst fall that ever fell. I hope we shall make shift to go into.
If you should offer to choose and choose the right casket, you should refuse to perform your father's will if you should refuse to accept it.
Therefore, for fear of the worst, I pray thee, set a deep glass of reddish wine on the contrary casket. Let the devil be within and that temptation without. I know he will choose it. I will do anything you say, and I'll be married to a sponsor.
Do not fear, my lady, the having of any of these lords. You have acquainted me with their determinations, which is indeed to return to their home and to trouble you with no more suits, unless you may be won by some other source than your father's imposition depending on a casket.
If I live to be as old as Sibylla, I will die as chaste as Diana, unless I be obtained by the manner of my father's will. I am glad this parcel of brewers are so reasonable, where there is not one among them that I can dote on his very absence, and I pray God grant them their departure.
Do not remember, my lady, in your father's time, a scholar and a soldier that came hither in the company of the Marquis de Montserrat.
Yes, it was Bassanio, as I think he was so called.
True, madam. He of all the men that ever my foolish eyes looked upon was the best deserving of fair lady.
I remember him well, and I remember him worthy of our praise. How now, what news?
The four strangers seek green mat to take their leave, and there's a foreign with the Prince of Morocco, who brings word to the Prince his master will be here tonight.
I could bid the fifth as welcome as good a heart as I could bid the other four farewells. I should be glad of his approach. If he had the condition of a saint and the complexion of a devil, I would let him try him and wisely. Come, Nerissa. Sirrah, go before. Whilst we shut the gates of one door, another knocks at the door.
3,000 ducats.
Well, aye, sir, for 3 months.
For 3 months. Well,
For the which, as I told you, Antonio should be bound.
Antonio shall become bound. Well,
Well, may you stead me? Will you pleasure me? Shall I know your answer?
3,000 ducats for 3 months and Antonio bound.
Aye, your answer to that.
Antonio is a good man.
Have you heard any imputation to the contrary?
Oh, no. My meaning in saying he is a good man is to have you understand me that he is sufficient. That his means are in supposition. He hath an argosy bound to Tripoli, and another to the Indies. I understand, moreover, upon the Rialto, he hath a third at Mexico, a fourth for England, and other ventures he hath, squandered abroad. But ships are but boards, sailors but men. There be land rats and water thieves and land thieves. That mean pirates. And then there is the peril of waters, winds, and rocks. The man is notwithstanding sufficient. 3,000 ducats. I think I may take his bond.
Be assured you may.
I will be assured I may. And that I may be assured I will be thinking. May I speak with Antonio?
If it please you dine with us.
Yes, to smell pork. To eat of the habitation which your prophet the Nazarite conjured the devil into. I will buy them, sell them, talk with you, walk with you, and so follow, but I will not eat with you, drink with you, nor pray with you. What news on the Rialto? Who is he comes here?
This is Signor Antonio.
A fond public he looks. I hate him, for he is a Christian. But more for that, in low simplicity, he lends out money gratis and brings down the rate of uses here with us in Paris. If I can catch him once upon the hip, I will feed fat the ancient grudge I bear him. He hates our Savior, and he rails even there where merchants most do congregate, on me, my bargains, and my well-won thrift, which he calls interest. Cursed be my trouble if I forgive him.
Shylock, You here?
I'm debating my present store. By the mere guess of my memory, I cannot instantly raise up the gross of full 3,000 ducats. What of that? To all the wealthy Hebrew of my tribe can furnish me. Soft, how many months do you desire?
Rest you fair, good signor. Your worship was the last man in our mountains.
Shylock, although I neither lend nor borrow, I take nor by giving of excess. Yet, title right once of my friend, I'll break a custom. Is he yet possessed how much you would?
Aye, 3,000 ducats.
And for 3 months.
I had forgot, for 3 months you told me so. Well then your bond, let me see. But hear you, methought you said you neither lend nor borrow upon advantage.
I do never use it.
When Jacob raised his uncle Laban's sheep, this Jacob from our holy Abram was, as his wise mother wrought in his behalf the third possessor. Aye, he was the third.
And what of him? Did he take interest?
No, not take interest. Not as you would say, directly interest, for Jacob. When Laban himself recognized that all the evenings which were streaked and pied should fall as Jacob's hire, the ewes being rank in the end of autumn turned to the rams. And when the work of generation was between the woolly breeders in the act, the skillful shepherd peeled me certain wines. And in the doing of the deed of kind, he stuck them up. And the fulsome ewes, who then conceiving did at eating time fall party-colored lambs. And those were Jacob's. This was a way to thrive, and he was blessed. And first to lift his blessing, men steal it not.
This was a venture, sir, that Jacob served for. A thing not in his power to bring to pass, but swayed and fashioned by the hand of heaven. Was this inserted to make interest good? Or your gold and silver ewes and rams?
I cannot tell. I make it breed as fast. But note me, senor.
March you this, Bassanio. The devil can cite scripture for his purpose. An evil soul producing holy witnesses like a villain with a smiling cheek. A goodly apple rotten at the heart. From the outside, falsehood.
3,000 ducats. It's a good round sum. 3 months from 12, well then let me see the rate.
Well, Shylock, shall we be beholden to you?
Signor Antonio, many a time and often in the Rialto you have rated me about my monies and my uselessness. Still have I borne it with a patient shrug, for sufferance is the badge of all our tribe. You call me misbeliever, cutthroat dog, and spit upon my Jewish Gabriel, and all for use of that which is mine own. Well then, it now appears you need my help. Go to then, you come to me and you say, Shylock, we were my monies! You, that did void your wound upon my beard, and foot me as you spur a stranger cur over your threshold. Money is your suit. What should I say to you? Should I not say, have a dog of money? Is it possible a cur can lend 3,000 ducats? Or shall I bend low, and in a bondsman's key, with bated breath and whispering humbleness, say to you this, fair sir, you spit on me Wednesday last, you spurned me on such a day, another time you called me dog, and for these courtesies I'll lend you thus much money.
I mislike to call thee so again, to spit on thee again, to spurn thee too. If thou wilt lend this money, lend it not as to thy friend. For when did friendship take a breed for barren metalist friend? But lend it rather to thine enemy, who, if he break, thou mayst with better face exact the penalty.
Why look you how you scorn? We will be friends with you, and have your love. Forget the shames you have stained. Supply the present ones, and take no doit of uses for my lands. You'll not hear. This is kind I offer.
This were kindness.
This kindness will I show. Go with me to Venice. Seal me there, your single home, and in a merry sport. If you repay me not on such a day, in such a place, such sum or sums as are expressed in the condition, let the forfeiture be nominated for an equal pound of your fair flesh, to be cut off and taken as what part of your body pleases me.
In typical faith, I'll seal to such a bond, and say there is much kindness in a Jew.
You shall not seal such a bond for me. I'll rather dwell in my necessity.
Why, fear not, man, I will not forfeit. Within these 2 months, that's a month before this bond expires, I do expect return of thrice 3 times the value of this bond.
Oh, Father Abram, what these Christians are, whose own hard dealings teaches them suspect the thoughts of others. Pray you, tell me this. If he should break his day, what should I gain by the exaction of the forfeiture? A pound of man's flesh is not so estimable, profitable neither, as flesh of muttons, beefs, or goats. I say, to buy his favor. I extend this friendship. If you will take it, so. If not, adieu. And for my love, I pray you wrong me not.
Yes, Shylock. I'll seal it as bond.
Then meet me forthwith at the notary's. Give him direction for this merry bond, and I will go and press the ducat straight. See to my house left in the fearful guard of an unthrifty knave, and presently I will be.
Hie thee, gentle Jew. He will return Christian, he grows kind.
I like not fair terms in the villain's mind.
Come on, in this there can be no dismay. My ships come home a month before the day.
Mislike me not for my complexion. The Shadow Library, the boyish son, which I am a neighbor and near bred. Bring me the fairest creature northward born, that we may make incisions. So to prove whose blood is redder, his or mine. Tell thee, lady, this aspect of mine I fear the valiant. And by my love, I swear, the best regarded virgins of our clime, I love it too. I will not change this hue, except to steal thy thoughts, my gentle queen.
In terms of choice, I am not solely led by nice direction of a maiden's eyes. Besides, the lottery of my destiny bars me the right of voluntary choosing. But if my father had not scanted me and hedged me by his wit, to yield myself his wife, to win whom he who wins me by that means I told you, yourself, renowned prince, then stood as fair as any comer I've looked on yet for my affection.
This I thank you. And pray, lead me under the caskets, that I may take my chance. By this sin song, which slew the Sophie and the Persian prince, that won 3 fields of Sultan song, and without stare the sternest eyes that love, outbrave the heart most daring on the earth, plucked the young suckling cub from the she-bear, marked the lion as he roars the prey, to win thee, lady, the last black. Hercules and Lycus play at dice. Who's the better man? With stronger throw may turn fortune to weaker hand. Thus was Alcinous beaten by his page. And so may I, find fortune leading me. Miss that which one unworthier may attain. I.
You must take your chance, and either not attempt to choose at all, or swear before you choose never to speak to lady afterward in the way of marriage. Therefore, be advised.
Nor will not. Come, bring me another chance.
First, board to temple. After dinner, your husband shall be made.
With your fortunes then, to make me one or cursed amongst men.
Certainly, my conscience will serve me to run from this Jew, my master. The fiend is at mine elbow, and now his thing. Saying to me, Gobbo, Lancelot, Gobbo, good Lancelot. Good Gobbo. Good Lancelot, Gobbo. Use your legs, take the start, run away. My conscience says to me, no. Take heed, honest Lancelot. Take heed, honest dog. Or as Athens said, honest Lancelot, do not run. Scorn running with thy heels. Well, he was great speed, and hack. Yeah, says the fiend. Away, says the fiend. For the heavens knows a brave mind, says the fiend, and run. Well, my conscience hanging about the neck of my heart says very wisely to me, my honest friend Lancelot, being an honest man's son, or rather, an honest woman's son. For you see, my father did something snappy, something rude. He had a kind of taste.
counsel well. Fiend, say I. Oh, you counsel well. To be ruled by my conscience, I should stay with a Jew who, God bless the mark, is a kind of devil. But to run away from the Jew, I should be ruled by the fiend, who, say your reverence, is the devil himself. Certainly, the Jew is the very devil incarnate. And my conscience is my kind of hard conscience to offer to counsel me to stay with the Jew. The fiend gives them more friendly advice. I will run. Fiend, my heels are at your command. I will run.
Signor Bassanio,
Graziano,
I have a suit.
you have obtained it.
You must not deny me. I must go with you to Belmont.
Why, and you must. But hear thee, Graziano. Thou art too wild, too rude and bold of voice. Apart from comely happily enough, and in such eyes as ours appear not false. But where thou art not known, why, there they show something too liberal. Pray thee, take pains to allay with some cold drops of modesty thy skipping spirit, lest through thy wild behavior I be misconstrued in the place I go to and lose my horse.
Signor Bassanio, hear me. If I do not put on a sober habit, talk with respect, swear but now and then. Wear prayer books in my pocket, look demurely, nay more, while Grace is saying, put mine eyes thus in my hat, and sigh, and say, Amen. Use all the observance of civility, like one well studied in a sad Austin, to please his friend and never trust me more.
Well, we shall see your bearing.
But we bar tonight, you shall not gauge me by what we do tonight.
No, that were pity. I would entreat you rather to put on your boldest suit of mirth. We have friends for the purpose of merriment. But it's fairly well. I have some business.
And I was to Lorenzo and the rest, but we'll visit you at supper time.
I'm sorry thou will leave my father's. Our house is hell, and thou will marry them, that is rather some piece of tediousness. But fare thee well. Here is destiny. Oh, and Lancelot, soon at supper shalt thou see Lorenzo, thy new master's guest. Give him this letter, do it secretly, and now farewell. I would not have my father see me in talk.
Adieu! Tears exhibit my tongue, most beautiful pagan, most sweet Jew. If a Christian did not play the knave and get thee, I am much deceived. But adieu! These foolish drops do something drown my manly spirit. Adieu. Farewell.
Alack, what heinous sin is it to be ashamed to be my father's child? Although I have a daughter to his blood, I am not to his manners. Oh, Lorenzo, if thou keep promise, I shall end this strife. Become a Christian and my loving wife.
Nay, we will slink away at supper time, disguise us at my lodging, and return, all in an hour.
We have not made good preparation.
We have not spoken as yet of torchbearers. 'Tis vile unless it be quickly ordered, and better in my mind not undertook.
'Tis now but 4 o'clock. We have 2 hours to furnish us. Friend Lancelot, what's the news?
And it shall please you to great power. This it shall seem to signify.
I know the hand. In faith, 'tis a fair hand. And whiter than the paper it writ on is the fair hand that writ.
Love news in faith.
By your leave, sir.
Whither goest thou?
Marry, sir, with my old master, the Jew, to sup tonight with my new master, the Christian.
Hold here. Take this. Tell gentle Jessica I will not fail her. Speak it privately. Go, gentlemen. Will you prepare you for the mass tonight? I'm advising the torch bearer.
I am married, I'll be gone about it straight. And so will I.
Meet me in Graziano's lodging some hour hence.
'Tis good we do so.
Was not that letter from fair Jessica?
I must needs tell thee all. She hath described how I must take her from her father's house, what gold and jewels she is furnished with, what page's suit she hath in readiness. If ever the Jew, her father, come to heaven, it will be for his gentle daughter's sake. And never dare misfortune cross her foot, unless she do it under this excuse. She's issued to a faithless Jew. Come, go with me, peruse this as thou goest. Fair Jessica will be my torchbearer.
Well, thou shalt see. Thy eyes shall be thy judge, the difference of old Shylock and the sun.
What, Jessica?
Thou shalt not gormandize as thou hast done with me.
What, Jessica?
And sleep and snore and rent the peril out. Why, Jessica, I say!
Why,
Who bids thee call? I do not bid thee call.
Jessica! Your worship was wont to say I could do nothing without bidding. Call you. What is your will?
I bid forth for supper, Jessica. Where are my keys? Wherefore should I go? I am not bid for love, they flatter me. But yet I'll go in haste to feed upon the prodigal Christian. Jessica, my girl, look to my house. I am right loath to go. There's some ill a-brewing towards my rest, for I did dream of money bags tonight.
I beseech you, Sir, go. My young master doth expect your reproach.
So do I his.
They have conspired together. I will not say you shall see him but if you do. It was not for nothing that my nose fell a-bleeding Black Monday last, at 6 o'clock in the morning. Falling out that year was 4 years in the afternoon on Ash Wednesday.
What other masks? Hear you me, Jessica? Lock up my doors, and when you hear the drum and the vile squealing of the wry-necked fife, clamber not you up to the casements then, nor thrust your head into the window to gaze on Christian fools with varnished faces. But stop my house's ears, and with my casements, let not the sound of shallow foppery enter my sober house. Jacob staff, I swear, I have no mind of feasting forth tonight. I will go. Go you before me, sirrah. Say I will come.
I will go before, sir.
Mistress, for all this, look out our window. There will come a Christian boy with a worth the Jewess' eye.
What says that fool of Hagar's offspring, huh?
His words are farewell, mistress. Nothing else.
The patch is clear enough, but a huge feeder. Still slow in profit, and he sleeps by day more than the wildcat. Draw tight not with me, therefore I part with him, and part with him to one that would have him with help to waste his borrowed purse. Well, Jessica, go in. Perhaps I will return immediately. Do as I bid you. Shut doors after you. Pass fine. Proverb never stale in thrifty mind.
Farewell. And if my fortune be not crossed, I have a father, you a daughter lost.
This is the penthouse under which Lorenzo desired us to make stand.
His hour is almost past.
His marble young roses are for lovers ever run before the cock.
10 times faster, Venus's pigeons fly to seal those bonds in the day. Then they don't want to keep obliged faith on forfeit.
That ever holds. Who riseth from a feast with that same appetite, but that he sits down? But where is the horse that doth untread again his tedious paces with that same unmeasured fire that he even made from there?
Here comes Lorenzo. I'll miss you after.
Sweet friends. Not I, but my affairs have made you wait. When you shall please away the thieves for wives, I'll wait as long as you. Approach, your 12 my father Jew. I love.
Lorenzo is certain of my love and did her love I so much. And now, who knows but you, Lorenzo, whether I'm yours?
Heaven and thy thoughts are witness that thou art.
Here. Catch this casket. It is worth the pains. I'm glad 'tis night. You do not look on me, for I'm ashamed of my exchange. The love is blind, and lovers cannot see the pretty follies that themselves commit. For if they could, Cupid himself would blush to see me transformed to a boy.
Descend, for you must be my torchbearer.
What? Hold a candle to my shames. They themselves, good suits, are too white. White is the rocks of discovery, love, and wish keeps flowing.
So you are, sweet, even in the lovely garnish of a boy. But come at once, for the close night doth play the runaway, and we are safe toward the Sanyo's feast.
I will make fast the doors and gild myself a small dark and something with strength.
Now by my faith, a Gentile, and no Jew.
Beshrew me. But I love her heartily, for she is wise, if I can judge of her. And fair she is, if that mine eyes be true. And true she is, as she hath proved herself. And therefore, like herself, wise, fair, and true, she shall be placed in my constant soul. Oh, what art thou, Phil? On, gentlemen, away! Our masking mates by this time for us stay.
Who's there?
Signor Antonio.
Why not? They're all dressed. 'Tis 9 o'clock. Our friends all stay for you. No mass tonight. The winds come about. Bassanio presently will go aboard. I've sent 20 out to seek for you.
Glad of it, for I desire no more delight than to be on a sail. God tonight.
Go, discover the several caskets to this noble prince. Now make your choice.
First, gold. This inscription reads, "Who chooses me shall have what many men desire." And second, whose promise bears, who chooses me shall have all that he deserves. Third, the land. Who chooses me was given has it all he hath. How do I know if I can choose the right?
But one of them contains my picture, Prince. If you choose that, then I am yours with all.
So God direct my judgment. Let me see. I shall serve the inscriptions back again. What's it, the leaden casket? Who chooses me must give and has it all he hath. Must give? For what? The lead? Has it the lead? Those Captain Brents. And who has it all will do so in hopes of fair advantage. The golden mines do not the shows of dross. Thus all nor give nor has aught the lead.
What's his silver?
Who chooses me shall have all that he deserves. All that he deserves. Applause them, Roscoe. Weigh thy value within your hand. If thou art best rated by thy estimation, thou dost deserve enough. But enough in an extensive possibility. But to be afeard of my deservings, for a weak disabling of myself, as much as I deserve, well, that's I do in births, in fortunes, in graces, in qualities of beauty. But in more than these, in love, I do deserve. Stray no further, it shows here. Let's see once more the same great gold. Who chooses me shall have what many men desire. Definitely. Well, the world desires, sir. From the four corners of the earth. Kiss this shrine. This mortal breathing saints. The vasty wilds of wide Arabia, or as a thoroughfare now, for princes to come view their worship. Why, the water kingdom, whose ambitious head spits in the face of heaven. There's no bar stopping foreign spirits, but they come as over a brook to see fair fortune. One of these three can make that conviction. Shall I think it led to basic thought, or to gross, to rip a carrot plot in an obscure grave? Or shall I think in selfishness and mirror, being 10 times undervalued as tried gold? Mwah! A sinful thought. Never so butcher gentleman said here to take gold. No, they have an England, a coin with a picture of an angel, stamped in gold. But this is a sculpted gold. Here, an angel in a golden bed lies all within. Bring me the key. You do I choose, and thrive I as I may.
There, take it, Prince. If I pour mine there, then I am yours.
Oh hell! What is this? Carrying death and things empty higher. I socket. There is a written scroll. Oh. I'll read the right. Ah. All that glitters is not gold. Often have you heard this told. Many men their lives have sold, but my outside to behold. Gilded tombs to worms enfold? Had you been as wise as gold, young in limbs and judgment old, then your answer had not been in scrolls. Fairly well, as soon as cold. Cold deep. They lust. Spell heat. Welcome, frost. Portia! I have to grieve to heart and take a tedious goodbye. The smoothes part.
A gentle riddance. Take the caskets, go. Let all of his complexion choose me so.
Why, man, I saw Bassanio under sail. With him is Gratiano gone along. The ship, I was sure, Lento is not. The villain Jew, without price, raised the Jew. What can you search Bassanio? Oh, he came too late. The ship was under sail, but there. The Duke was given to believe. In a gondola. We're seen together. Lorenzo. And his arms. Jessica. Besides, Antonio certified the Duke they were not with Bassanio in his ship. I never heard a passion so confused, so strange, outrageous, and so variable as the dog Jew to utter in the streets.
Oh my God! Oh my thoughts! Oh my thoughts! I'm fed with question! Oh my question thoughts! Justice! The law! Fight and my daughter!
Sealed bag.
Two sealed bags! Of nuggets! Of double nuggets!
and precious. Stolen by my daughter. Justice! Find the girl, gemstones upon her, and get it! All the boys of Venice following, crying, stop, Jack, the seconds! Mr. Antonio will keep his day. We shall pay for this.
Mary, well remembered.
I visited with a Frenchman yesterday who told me the narrow seas that part the French and English, there miscarried the vessel of our country which we brought. I thought of Antonio when he told me, and wished in silence that it were not his.
You must tell Antonio what you hear. But do not suddenly, for the grief.
The kind of gentleman treads not the earth. I saw the sign when Antonio died. Someone told me he makes the speed of his return. He answered me, "You're all set. Slumber not business for my sake, son. Stay with me right in the time. The Jews bought which he hath of me, let it not enter in your mind of love. Be merry, and employ your chiefest thoughts to court you, and such fair offspring of love as shall ever continue to be becoming. And even there, his eye being big with tears, turning his face, he put his hand down. Affection, insensible, wrong to stop his hand. And so then,
He only loves the world for him. But pray you, let us go and find him out. And quicken his embrace in heaven is just some delight around himself.
I am enjoined by this to observe three things. First, never reveal which casket was I chose. Next, if I should fail of the right casket, never again to met in way of marriage. Lastly, if I should fail in pursuit of my choice, immediately to let you and me go.
To these injunctions, everyone doth swear that comes to hazard for my worthless self.
And so have I best. Fortune now, my heart go silver and best net. Choose of me must give or hazard all happen. You shall look better and I will hazard. Says the give.
without the stamp of merit. How? Let none presume to wear an undeserved dignity. Her states, the Greeks, Ephesus, were not the right crop, and the clear honor purchased by the merit of the well.
How many of them should cover that standard there? How many do commanded that command?
And how much little peasant should be blamed for true sea honor? And how much honor picked to the top and run of the times? You are.
Who add them to my choice?
Me, we get rich as he desires. I shall assume his action. Give me the key for this. And instantly unlock my 13s again.
Too long a pause for that which you find there.
What's here? The birch, a big idiot, presenting me a shank. Read it. How much I like the heart of tortilla! How much I like my handsome and his earrings! I deserve no more than a fool's head! Is that my prize? I deserve no better.
To offend and judge are distinct, opposite and opposite natures.
What's here? The fire 7 times tried this. 7 times tried that judgment is. That did never choose amiss. Some there be that shadows. Such have put a shadows in this. There be fools alive and wits. Silvered earth, so was this. Take what worth you will to bed. I will ever be your pain. So be gone, you are spent. Still more fool I shall appear by the time I leave you here. With one fool's head I came to you. I'm gonna go away with 2. Can't keep my patient. There, go.
Thus have the candles into the moth. These deliberate fools, when they do choose, they have the wisdom by their wit to lose.
The ancient saying of heresy, hanging and wiving go by testimony.
Where's my lady?
Here, where would my lord?
Madam, there's a lighted at your gate a young Venetian, one who comes before to signify the approaching of his lord from the most great and sensible retreats, to which, besides commends and courteous breath, gives some rich value. Yet I have not seen so likely an ambassador of love. A day in April never came so sweet to signify how costly summer was at hand as this forester comes before his lord.
No more, I pray thee. I am half feared thou wilt not say he is some kin to thee, thus when is such high day wit is praising him. Wonder is that? For I long to see quick Cupid's host that come come so readily.
Audio, Lord love, if I will it be.
What news on the Rialto? It lives there unchecked that Antonio had the ship of rich lady wrecked on the narrow seas. Very dangerous flat. Fatal. The carcasses of many a tall ship lie buried, as they say. The gospel for to be an honest woman of her word. I would she were as lying gospel that as ever that ginger. Or made her neighbors believe she reckoned that with her husband. But good Antonio. You're on this end, hope that Antonio good enough to keep his name company. Come! Full stop. Then, the end is a lost ship. We put it by prove the end of this losses. So the same many times lest the devil cross my prayer. Or here he comes. And the life is Jew. Oh, now, Shylock! What news among the merchants?
You know none so well as you of my daughter's flight.
That's so true. I, for my part, knew the tailor that made the wings she flew was gone. And Shylock, for his own part, knew the bird was flesh. And then is the complexion of them all to be the death.
She is damned for it.
Aye, if the devil be her judge.
Own flesh and blood to rebel.
Out upon it, O carry, rebels it at these years.
I say my daughter is my flesh and blood.
There is more difference between our flesh and hers than there is between jet and iron. More between us than there is between red wine and Rhenish. But tell us, do you hear whether Antonio has had any losses?
There I have another bad match. A bankrupt, a prodigal who dares scarce show his face in the mart. A beggar who was wont to come so smug in the Rialto. Let him look to his bond. He was wont to call me usurer. Let him look to his bond. He was wont to lend money for a Christian courtesy. Oh, let him look to his bond.
I am certain, if he forfeits, I shall not take his flesh. What's that?
To make fish withal! If it will feed nothing else, it will feed my revenge. He hath disgraced me and hindered me half a million, laughed at my losses, mocked at my gains, scorned mine nation, thwarted my bargains, heated mine friends, cooled mine enemies, and what's his reason? I am a Jew. Hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands, organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions? Fed with the same food, hurt with the same weapons, subject to the same diseases, healed by the same means, warmed and cooled by the same winter and summer as a Christian is? If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? If we are like you in the rest, we will resemble you in that. If a Jew wrong a Christian, what is his humility? Revenge. If a Christian wrong a Jew, what should his sufferance be? By Christian example. Why? Revenge. The villainy you teach me, I will execute. And it shall go hard. I will better the instruction.
Gentlemen, my master Antonio is at his house and desires to speak to you both.
Nothing done, seek him. Here comes another of the tribe. The third cannot be matched, unless the devil himself turn Jew!
To all, what news from Genoa? Hast thou found my daughter?
I often came where I didn't hear of her, but cannot find her.
There! A diamond gone! Cost me 2,000 ducats in Frankfurt. Curse never fell upon our nation till now. I never felt it till now. 2,000 ducats in that. Another precious precious jewels. I would my daughter were dead at my foot and the jewels in her ear. Would she were hearse at my foot and the ducats in her coffin.
No news of them?
My soul, I know not what's spent in the search. And a loss upon loss, the thief gone with so much and so much to find it. And no satisfaction, no revenge. Nor no luck stirring but what lights on my shoulders, no sighs but of my breathing, no tears but of my shedding.
Yes, other men have the luck too. Antonio, as I heard in Genoa.
What? In luck?
Had the Arce castaway come from Tripoli.
I thank God. Is it true?
I spoke with some sailors and escaped the wreck.
I thank thee, good to all. Good news. Where? In Genoa?
Your daughter spent, as I heard, in one night in Genoa, 4 ducats.
Stick us a dagger in me. I shall never see my gold again. 4 ducats at the sitting. 4 ducats.
There came divers and Antonio's creditors in my company to Venice that swear he cannot choose but break.
Very glad of it. I'll plague him. I'll torture him. I am glad of it.
One of them showed me a ring he had of your daughter for a monkey.
Out upon her! Thou torturest me, Tubal. It was my turquoise. I had it of Leia when I was a bachelor. I would not have traded it for a wilderness of monkeys.
Yes, but Antonio is certainly undone.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Go, fee me up an officer. Speak him a fortnight before. I will have the heart of him if he forfeit. But were he out of Venice, I can make what merchandise I will. Go Tubal, and meet me at our synagogue. Go, good Tubal. At our synagogue, Tubal!
We hope you all are enjoying yourselves. For none of us in Venice have a hope that our Antonio should escape the night. That old villain Shylock and his bond, as all his ships are lost upon the sea. So here we stand. Beg your hard-earned cash. 3,000 ducats that we have to raise. Thus our dear friend is condemned to death, and his poor soul will lie upon your heads. So cough it up. Go to this here master, and come back in the span of 10 minutes to learn the final fate of our dear